Today we're going to be looking at part of the setup for Career Central. So I'm currently in the dashboard of the test school, but if I click on Careers Setup and I scroll down to Profile Setup Order, I'd like to show you how to use that. So the Profile Setup Order is where you decide which pages you would like each year level to see. So here we are on Year 9, and so when a student clicks on their About Me tab, they will see the Skills and Academic Strengths page, Personal Qualities, Career Values and Interests. When they click on their Next Steps tab, which is Step 4, they will see the Goal Setting page and the Subject Selection page. Now, if you want them to see something different to that, you might decide you don't want to use Subject Selection. You simply drag that out or drag it back in. So don't forget to save the changes when you've finished, but you can just drag these pages around. Similarly, you can change the order. So you might decide that you want them to answer the interest questions before the career values. So I'm just going to save that change. It's quite a lot of data to save when it does this, so it may take a wee while. Just wait for that little coloured wheel to stop spinning around. As we go through Year 10, we've got very similar. Year 11. So you can see here that we've added a few extra things. So as well as the skills and personal qualities and values and interests, we're actually adding now work experience, what they do outside of the classroom, and a CV builder for them. As by Year 11, a lot of students are wanting to create a CV and perhaps look for some part-time work. Year 11, we've also started putting more in the next steps. So they're telling you about their plans, their goals, subjects, taster courses, gateway, expressions of interest, and so on. By the time we get to Year 12, we've added in the page further education options, so we're asking them places that they might want to study. The job exploration page pulls through the top 3 jobs from their jobs bank and asks them what have they done and what have they learnt. So that's really just trying to get the students to think ahead, that if you want to be a nurse, for example, maybe it would be a good idea to go and talk to a nurse, go on a taster course, do some work shadowing, something like that. And then you can see that following that we've made the page available where they can request information about taster courses and gateway, which will give them opportunities to fill up that job exploration page. So once again, just pulling the pages in or out depending on where you want them to sit, and saving the changes afterwards. Year 13, once again, we're not putting subject selection in for Year 13, obviously, because they're not coming back to school next year, but you can see the other pages that are available here. I would caution you against putting too many pages in just because they're available. It doesn't mean you need to put them all in, because students don't want to be adding information that isn't relevant to them. Recently we've changed the CV builder so that the work experience data that they put in, the extracurricular data, the personal qualities and skills automatically populate the CV, and that can be downloaded to a Word template. So quite useful for the students there, that their profile is being used to create a CV.